All right, everybody, man. Your boy is back with a whole nother interview, man. Another dope interview with your boy, yours truly. Let's just talk fitness with your boy Trey. Your boy Trey, you already know this face, man. So you might as well click that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment below if you like the video. But I'm bringing y'all this content, I'm bringing y'all this heat, and I'm trying to bring it as fast as possible, man. Your boy is tired, but I'm gonna keep delivering. But with that said, man, I want you to also subscribe to my email list. That also is another thing you need to be doing right now. Go down in the descriptions. It's all the way at the bottom. Her social media is going to be all the first stuff, but then at the bottom is going to be all mine. Subscribe to my email list. I send out promos, fitness promos. I do story content where you get to know more about me, as well as free content that can help level up your fitness. So subscribe, man. Subscribe if you want to learn how to burn fat, this and that. And I'm also a coach / trainer. So hit me up if you're looking for some consulting and training. I got you. If you're trying to get in them jeans, I got you. But with that said, man, let me welcome in a person I've been knowing for a minute, a person that I've been, who actually helped me start my coaching program. She helped push me into doing that. She was just like, Trey, you should do this and that. The interviews, she helped push me into doing that. This person has encouraged me in so many different ways. Like, I cannot begin to tell you how often, whether it's commenting and the chats we've had here and there, the comments she leaves, the support she leaves, nothing but love and support, man. So y'all gonna love this. But with that said, I want to welcome in Rita. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
hey, what's going on, Rita? Thank you so much, first off, for this time. I know you just came from a walk, right?
Yeah, I did.
Wow,
I came from a walk. I came to the park and went for a walk.
Oh my goodness, you just finished the walk?
Yeah, just a little while ago.
And you hopping on the interview with your boy?
Yes.
That is dope, man. Do y'all see
long
this?
overdue?
Long overdue. How many miles or how long did you walk for?
I only did one today.
1 mile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, that's dope.
Yeah, I normally do 2, but I knew we were going to do the interview, so I just did 1 today.
So you wanted to look cute. Okay, gotcha. Well, you look like you just came from a photo shoot. So I mean,
Oh,
you do. Like, seriously, you're glowing. But hey, I thank you so much. I know. And again, it knows who it's hidden. But I thank you so much for this time. I thank you so much for making time out for me. Again, you just came from a walk. I know you had work earlier and things of that nature, but you made time. So I thank you so much. With that said, Rita, I'm not going to hold your time too long, but I do want to know, and let's let the people know, where are you from? Where'd you grow up? A little bit about Rita, childhood.
I'm from Texas, born and raised in Austin, Texas. But as a child, I'm one of 4. So I do have siblings that I'm really close to. So yeah, family is very important.
And one of 4.
One of 4.
Mom
one
and
of
dad?
3 now. One of 3 now. One of my brothers passed away, but one of 3 now. But yeah, still have my mom. My dad's in heaven. So
man, absolutely. And what would you say?
Very close.
Very close. And I noticed that just from your content and just from knowing a bit about you. What would you say inspired that closeness? Why have y'all throughout the, I guess, years, it seems, been so close? So what has made that such a pivotal point in your family? Because most families aren't. What has kept y'all together?
I think, a family dynamic when you do have a mom and a dad who are together. My dad was a very, very strong in family values, family beliefs, like just being around family, family first. And he always made it a point to be that way with anybody and everybody. Even friends, like friends were family, but he always kept us very close and just instilled that in us. Like, family is important and family comes first. So, you always have to look out for each other. And that's what we've always done.
That's beautiful. I love that. I've always seen that too, and it makes sense because, you have a husband and wife that comes together and make a baby, you know what I'm saying? So there's 2 people that make a baby, and therefore it takes 2 people to raise one. Like, it doesn't, it never was meant for just one person to raise children.
Right.
But it
Right.
makes sense when you have both, how the family is more tight, more knit. Those things can flow. And so I
Yeah.
really, mhm,
It's easier. It's easier to flow that way, but there are a
yeah,
lot of single, parent families. Because I have 3 kids, and I raised my kids pretty much on my own. But still instill the family trait. Family comes first. You're there for your family no matter what. You should be able to lean on your brothers and sisters no matter what.
it's
So
that.
yeah, I think it's important in any kind of family, any kind of situation that you're in, to instill that in your kids for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I completely agree. What do you do? What exactly do you do? What's your occupation? Are you in school, taking classes, or yeah, what do you do?
No, I'm a special education teacher. I've been teaching special education for 5 years now. Before that, I taught preschool, kindergarten. I've just been teaching my whole life pretty much.
Wow. How did you fall into teaching? Like that's something that a lot of people don't do, especially, special ed. It takes a special person to have that patience, endurance. How did you fall into this career? Did you ever see yourself in this career?
Yeah, actually, well, being a single mom with raising 3 kids,
Yeah.
I wanted to have a career, but I also wanted to be with my kids all the time. So I went into child development and took my kids to the daycare that I was working at the time, and just stayed there, for many years doing that kind of work. And then that led to, I do have a daughter with learning disability, and autism. And that just sparked my interest in special education and what we can offer, kids like her a better education. So that geared, what I went to school for, is just having educating parents on what resources are out there to help them with their kids, in special education. So yeah, that's why I became a special education teacher, because my daughter really motivated me to do that.
Wow. Have you ever shared that with your daughter?
Yeah, she knows.
Wow. I know she's proud of that. Is she proud of that? Does she ever say, Mom,
Yeah, she's amazing. She's an amazing girl. I
yeah.
love her. I love all my kids, but she's awesome.
Does that inspire her to become a teacher, or have you seen that trait in any of your kids? Like, man, I want to do what mom does. I want to teach. I want to do. Have you seen that in any of them?
Well, I do. It's crazy because my son married his wife, and his wife, is doing childcare, and
Mm,
she's like a daughter after my own heart. But
mm,
no, she did everything like I started when I was younger in her age, and going that rate. But then when COVID hit, of course, they stayed at home, and she's still at home, but she wants to homeschool, so she's gonna learn how to do all of that. So
wow, that
it's
is
pretty
dope.
awesome.
Man, that is dope. Did you ever homeschool as well?
No,
Oh,
no, no,
okay. Okay. No, no, I got you. I got
no.
you. Yeah. Yeah. No, no, I got you. I got you. That's awesome. I mean, that's I think again, it takes a special, unique person, in my opinion, to have the patience, the level of understanding to deal with children who may struggle with learning disabilities and things of that nature. But I feel like a lot of times you all don't get that credit. Teachers in general, you know what I'm saying? Teachers in general, I feel like don't get a lot of credit, or the credit they should get, especially going throughout the pandemic with teaching
Yeah,
and things of that nature. How did you even go about that? Like, were you showing
yeah.
up? What is that something that you were doing, or were y'all remote? And how did you handle
No,
that?
yeah. We did. We taught online, for a whole year,
Mm,
and we taught, the group that I have now, which is, 18 plus
yeah.
group, of high needs.
Mm,
So it was interesting, and we got them on when we could. We had
mm,
a lot of conversations with parents and stuff like that, but it worked. I mean, we had a lot of resources that we were also sending home. So it wasn't just online, like we were actually interacting, sending things home to them so that they can do stuff and then show us, what they did or how
mm.
they did it. Interactive lessons and all of that. It was like going from teaching in the classroom all this time to having to learn how to teach online in like 2 days.
Wow.
So, and putting all the programs in and learning how to download all the videos and reading stories and recording yourself and uploading everything so the kids can
Mm,
see it and interact with it. So yeah, I mean, teachers do a lot of work that
yeah.
does go unrecognized, from everything, every aspect of teaching, I think.
Right. 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 I do too. I do too. I mean, I remember when you told me that you first was teaching special needs. That was just, I think, right off the bat, I knew that you were at least the type of person who had a heart that was geared towards, just that sense of care and concern. And as I learned more about you, I was like, wow, this is definitely a person I have to interview. Again, a long overdue interview, but it was something that I saw in you in that regards to just mentioning that. Again, teachers in general are amazing. But I think specifically being in your specific area of focus, it takes just that much of a special person to handle that and do that. Would you say that your kids or just teaching in general has played any aspect of, has it made you feel more of a burden of being like a mother to those kids? Do you feel like, have you adapted this sense of like, man, these are mine just as much as your kids would? I know you're done raising, but I always think of that when I think of teachers, because there's some teachers who literally give their life or have given their lives for their students. But do you feel that way about your kids as well? This connection that is far above just students?
Yeah, teaching is a partnership with parents. You
Mm,
can't teach the student 100% unless you have that connection with their parents. So
mm,
they know the importance, that teachers play in their kids' lives. And they're not our kids, but I always feel like they're my kids, but
yeah,
I know who they really belong to.
yeah, yeah.
But you just want to give 110%. And it really is a privilege to teach them. It really is. Every single one of my students is unique, just like every other teacher. But yeah, it's a privilege, and it's definitely a partnership with parents.
Exactly. I had to ask that because all of us have been in school. All of us has been sat in the classroom, and we felt like the teachers just wasn't out for it. They didn't have our best interest. But to hear
Mm.
that you have that best interest for your students and that you deeply care that way, it does give I think a different perspective in terms of the fact that not all teachers are out to fail you or to, in some sense, they hate you and they actually want to see you
No.
succeed. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to see growth. They want to see, and my kids, like, they have goals and milestones that they have to meet
Yeah.
along the way. So we're definitely always pushing for those goals and stuff like that. I have an amazing team of people that I work with.
Mm.
And, without them, that we couldn't do the job that we do. So yeah.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's get into it. The big question, the biggest question of all these questions: why
Okay.
fitness? Why fitness? What made you start the journey? What made you, Rita, wake up one day, or maybe it was one day while you were at the gym, maybe something happened, this epiphany you had that made you go, I gotta start. I gotta make a change for myself. If not for myself, maybe to my kids. But what made you finally realize
Oh gosh, I've been on a fitness journey for as long as I can remember.
that?
But it's never been serious until I say last summer.
Mm.
Um, Last summer, I started 75 Hard,
Oh, okay.
and I read the book. And reading the book really opened my eyes because I felt like, oh, I already know everything. I already done all that. I just wasn't doing it. Like, I know how to eat right. I know how to exercise. I know what to do. I've done it before. I can do it again. But that's not true. Like, I really focusing in on that. And I got it through TikTok,
Mm.
the 75 Hard.
I see it. Yeah.
A lot of people were jumping on that trend, and I was like, "Golly, it looks hard." But so I got the book, I read the book, and a lot of things in the book that were just like eye opening and like just a different perspective of how to look at it. And so, and I was at a place where I was just like, I didn't like the way I looked, I didn't like the way I felt. I didn't have energy during the day. I was tired all the time. And my health was bad, so I didn't want that anymore.
Mm.
So reading the book, like, okay, you're either going to do it or you're not, so what are you going to do? Are you going to get
Mm.
on, or are you going to stay off? Like, what's the thing? And in the book, I learned, like, you have to have a purpose. If you don't have a purpose, then why are you working out? What are you doing this for? So once I found my purpose, and my purpose was, I have grandchildren. I have 5 grandchildren.
Wow. Wow.
um,
Crazy.
so, I want to be around a long time to see them grow up, to see them have families, and just have energy just to be with them throughout the day and do things with them. Since I teach, I have a lot of time off in the summer. So take them to the farm, take them to, the dinosaur park, wherever, and just be able to keep up with them and do that. Um, so yeah, I mean, that my purpose was to be the best version of myself.
Mm,
It wasn't necessarily to get skinny or, be a size
mm,
2. It's not necessarily for that. It's just to be a healthier version of myself.
yeah.
Um, so I started 75 hard and I completed that. And when I did that, I lost 70 pounds on
Wow.
75 hard.
Wow.
Yeah. It was an amazing journey and it was hard, but every day was a new day and it was, a day that was given to me. So make the best of it. And that's what I did every single day. So yeah.
And you,
And
mhm.
mhm.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
From then on, I was like, okay, 175 hard was done. I was like, what do I do with my time? What do I do with myself? I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go from
Yeah.
there. So I was like, I'm going to start a new challenge. I'm just
Oh,
going to do my
wow.
own challenge. So I kind of copied the 75 hard and I made it a little bit different, where it was a little bit, not as structured or
Yeah.
as it was still structured. It just wasn't as, intense as
Yeah.
75 hard is. Because
Yeah.
it's really, anybody who does it, I compliment you because it is a tough journey.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I made another one. I completed that goal. And then I was like, I'm really into these challenges. I'm really into doing this. So then I started well, this time I did it different because I was like, it's not really about losing weight. It's more of a mindset. So,
Mm,
and then
mm,
the timing just happens to end right like at my birthday because I wanted it to end like right before. But
yeah.
it's a mindset goal. It's 121 days mindset goal, which really is just to be like, this is a lifestyle. It's not a challenge. It's not, something that, I have to do. It's something I get to do now. And so that's been my mindset now. This is something I get to do. I get to wake up in the morning and work out. It's
Yeah.
not that I have to, it's that I get
Mm,
to.
mm. And that's what you meant. That's what you just mentioned. I was gonna go there, and you just went there. And that is the mentality behind fitness. I always bring this up when I interview. It's just the fact that, excuse me, the fact that you really you won't last if you start this journey, or do you feel like you can last? Do you feel like you can last if someone starts this journey saying, "Hey, I want a bigger butt," or "Hey, I just want to be skinny. I just want to look good in front of people. I just want to," if they have that mentality of this physical motivation or this physical ideal body image, do you feel like a person like that can last or will take this as a lifestyle, or do you feel like they have to, you know, understand that it's more of a mental thing, or understand that without the mental aspect of it, you won't last? What do you lie in that?
I think no matter what somebody's purpose is to start their journey, because way back when I didn't have a purpose, but I still lost weight. I
Mm,
didn't have like maybe the right set of mindset, but I still lost weight. So
mm,
I think no matter where they are in their journey, if they want that bigger booty, if they want to lose weight and be a size 2, it doesn't matter as long as they start. But then maybe along their journey, they'll learn like, okay, it's not all about looking good. It's not all about, it's about maybe looking good and feeling good. Maybe,
mm,
gosh, my health is much better because I'm doing this, and
mm.
yeah, my body looks good because I'm doing this. So definitely it does give you a boost of confidence when you see your body changing and you
Yeah.
see difference, and you can fit into something you might not have been able to fit
Yeah.
into.
Mhm.
Um, that makes, it makes it worth it and it may push you a little bit more. It's just whatever works for you, do
Yeah.
it. But hopefully, the end result will be, like this is something that we get to do. If we're capable, we have the abilities to do it. Like I said, I work with students with disabilities, so they don't have some of the abilities that I have,
Right.
so I'm blessed in that
Yeah.
aspect. Why
True.
not use it? Why not do it?
What would you say were some of the things that encouraged or exacerbated the negative thoughts or feelings of when it came to you not feeling like yourself, when it came to you not feeling like you're pretty, or when it came to you not feeling motivated? What were some of those things that kind of help keep you down? Some of those things, or maybe it was people, maybe it was certain things you were doing, or certain things you were hanging around that kind of suppressed you going into your or starting your journey or getting serious about your journey.
Well, like Well, the first part is like, sometimes when you're at your lowest
Mm,
and you're maybe even at your heaviest or at your, your worst, people accept you and they're okay and they're fine. And then you just kind of get comfortable there and you're
mm,
comfortable until one day you're not, until one day you're like, I'm tired of being this way. I'm tired of the same routine. I'm tired
yeah,
of, I don't feel good. I can't, it hurts to get out of bed. My feet hurt or my ankles, my knees, something hurts. And it's like, you just want something better at
yeah,
some point,
yeah,
or you want to just start feeling better at some point.
yeah.
And that's what happened to me. It's like, I don't want to be this way anymore. I don't
Mm,
want to look how I look. I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the
mhm.
way I felt. Those were my two big things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get
Yeah.
that. I definitely get that. So then what encouraged you or motivated you to finally push past it? Um what were some elements that you noticed, or some elements in your life that in a sense knocked you out of the bed or knocked you out of onto your feet or picked you up when you were, feeling down? Was it I know on your TikTok sometimes you post about your faith or you post, scripture. Was it what were some of those elements that, in a sense help you get up, and then not only get up but kept you going, or keeps you going? What elements were those?
Yeah, like I said, every day is a blessing. Every day that we get is a given day. So of course, always give thanks to God as soon as I wake up. And
Mhm.
then there are days I don't want to go work out. I
Yeah,
don't. I go to the gym every single day.
yeah,
If I cannot go to the gym, I work out at home. Like
yeah.
I make a way, no matter what, I make a way because I matter. I
Mm,
matter to God. We all do. Everybody does. And so I do. That's why I post the scripture in my content every single day because I do want to give him thanks and give him the glory for everything that I've come through, everything I've accomplished. Even if I fall down, I know I have him to hold on to.
yeah,
He's always going to be there. He's not going to let me down.
yeah,
So yeah, that is a factor of getting up and moving on. You don't. It's okay to feel bad. Like just the other day, I didn't post. I posted my workout, but I didn't post what I ate because I ate terrible, in all
mm,
honesty.
yeah, yeah,
And I was like, oh my gosh. But
yeah.
and I text my friend because I have accountability partners, and that's another
Mm.
big is to have people that support you on your journey. And so I told them and I texted them and I was like, I failed today, whatever. And they were like, that's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow you'll start again.
Wow.
And so, I did. I didn't beat myself up. I did
Exactly.
have like maybe a pity party for a second, but I was like, you know what? You're right. Tomorrow's a new day
Yeah.
and every day doesn't have to be the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly.
I think just realizing to get up or to make a change, is finding something that you can grasp onto. For me, that is my strength comes from the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's amazing. And the fact that you hit on accountability, I think that too is something I always stress too. In some of my posts, I'm always stressing, you know, not only holding yourself accountable, but yeah, posting. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you can relate. Posting on TikTok in a sense creates a community of people that are looking for your content. So they're
Yeah,
like, if you don't post, or if you stray away for a little bit, they'll probably be like, even me.
texting you.
Yeah, I would be like, what's going on? Hold on now. I ain't seen
Where's your
no.
post?
Yeah, I usually see that
Mhm.
Instagram story circle always like with the collage. And it's
Yes.
always that thing, and the little camera angle you got. So if I don't see that, I'm like, if I don't see that, I'm like, hold on, something wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
mhm.
I posted late before and I've had text messages saying, did you not work out today? Are you okay? Are you feeling all right? Something hurt? Something wrong? I'm like, no, I did. I just haven't got a chance to post it, but I will.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, and you've done that with me.
But it
You know?
feels good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It
yeah.
feels good to have accountability because it pushes you even more like, okay, this is helping somebody else stay motivated, or this is
Mm,
giving somebody else inspiration, and
mm,
somebody along their journey. Even at the gym, I talk to people at the gym. Like, I'm not a nuisance. I'm not trying to like
mm.
make friends or anything. But, there was this one lady and she was doing the machines and she was starting where I first started at,
Oh
kind of
wow.
the same body weight and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
like that. And, I was like, wow, you're doing amazing. And she was like, thank you. Like, just like a bright smile. She was like,
Yeah.
thank you so much. And I was like, just keep going. You're doing amazing. Because, I'd seen her come in every day and,
Mm,
she was struggling and everything, but she was still doing it and she was
yeah.
still doing her. So I was like, you're doing amazing, just real quick. And then I'm on my way. But I just think,
Exactly.
supporting people, just letting them
Exactly.
know, like, wow, you're doing great.
What would you say to people who get negative comments on TikTok? People who may get you're fat or you're not going to be anything. Those trolls, people who may go live and they jump in there and they feel like everybody's just kind of bashing them, or people who are very sensitive to comments like that. What would you say to people like that?
People who are negative,
What would you say to the person who's receiving the negative?
receiving the
Yeah.
negative,
Mhm.
just know who you are,
Mm,
know your worth, know what you're doing is making a difference
mm,
in your life, if not in the lives of others. So
mm.
there are going to be people that come with you that maybe not don't agree or don't think you're making progress or don't think anything's changing about you, and that's okay. Let them feel what they feel. Their opinion is their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but you don't need to hear those opinions. If that's somebody who is always constantly giving you um, negative feedback,
Yeah.
delete and move on, or pray for them and hope that
Mhm.
they, realize what they're doing is hurtful.
Yeah.
Um, because it can be hurtful. Those mean and rude comments are unnecessary. If you don't want to support somebody's content, just scroll on, keep
Right.
going.
Right.
It you shouldn't we should be lifting each other up and boosting each other on, not pulling and tearing each other down. That's not what
Exactly.
we're here for.
Exactly.
And I haven't had any negative comments, thank God.
Oh
I haven't
wow.
had any
Oh.
any negative comments or any negative people on my page. It's mostly all supporting, or you're doing great, you're
Wow.
doing good, keep going, you're almost there, because
Mhm.
like my calendar's getting lower.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're almost there,
Yeah, I
keep
already
going,
know.
keep pushing. So, but I didn't have it first. I didn't put it first. But yeah, no, I'm thankful that I haven't had the negative. But even if the negative comes my way, I had a comment one time where I had to ask you about, like, what does this mean? And you were like, oh no, that's good.
What comment was that?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, what was
Some,
that?
something about baddie or something. And I was like, baddie, what is that? I was like,
Oh
is that
yeah.
me? I was like, what does that mean? Like, I didn't know. So I asked you for
Right.
clarity. But
Yeah.
no, but if I were to get negative comments or negative feedback, like, you did all these days and I don't see a difference, or you did all this and there's nothing going on, you know, I don't even know if I would respond to that. But if I
Mm.
did, I wouldn't be negative. I would be positive and hopefully shine some light on that person, you know?
I love that. I love that. You're exactly right. No, you're exactly right. I was just about to ask you a really good question. It slipped my mind. No, come back, come back. Okay, I lost it. I literally
Oh,
just lost
while you're thinking, another thing I can tell you is
it.
consistency.
Yeah.
Being consistent is a major part of a workout journey, and I heard somebody say, or maybe I read it somewhere, being consistent, like
Yeah.
even showing up, say you work out 45 minutes every day.
Yeah.
One day you wake up late and you're only going to get a 20-minute workout. Still show up, still do the 20 minutes, show up for you every single
Yeah.
day, no matter what the time is or how long you get,
Mm,
just do it. That way you're
mm,
staying consistent to yourself, and
mm.
it just builds you up to always have that, mindset of moving forward, no
There's your
matter
character.
what.
Your character. And that's
Mhm.
what I was gonna go into. Yeah, it was the character aspect of it. Because I always see you post, like, again, y'all, I'm gonna be dead serious here. I don't think I think as long as I've known you, you've never went a day where you did not post or you did not go to the gym. I'm being
Mm-mm.
dead serious. Yeah, like if you think about it, right? Like
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of scary. It's kind of like it's kind of like this guy. I think she's a little addicted. I don't know. Maybe we need to go to some counseling or something. No, blah blah blah.
No, it's easy. I film my work and my workouts at the gym. I don't have a tripod. I don't have the light. I don't
True,
have
true,
any
true.
I don't have any of that. So I'm like finding the floor space, or like where somebody's
A
not
dumbbell.
walking,
Yeah, yeah.
where somebody's not walking, trying to like film. So I don't film everything I do. I just do what's easy for me. So if it's repetitive, I'm sorry, but I'm just filming what's easy for me.
That's what I was
Because
gonna ask
I
you.
don't
Yeah.
carry a tripod around. I don't do all that. So like all the weights that I lift in the gym, I don't do all that,
I
film
was
all
gonna
that.
I was just gonna ask you, you just made me think of my next question too. And that is, how important is it to make what you're doing fun? To make this fitness
Yeah.
journey fun? Like, how important would you say it is? And how important is it to consistency, to staying consistent? How important is having fun on this journey?
It's very important. I
Yeah.
think if you're not having fun doing something, you're not going to want to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, having fun, enjoying what you're doing
Mm,
is 110%, like you
mm,
have to love it. And that's why accountability partners are
mm.
great for that, because they make it fun and they make the journey where
Wow.
you don't feel alone.
Wow.
Even if you are going alone, you're really not alone, because there's a whole community on TikTok that
Oh,
will help you through your journey. I am one of them. Reach out to me if you want somebody just to text you in the morning or send you a little message. I will do my best to do that. But yeah, just having people makes it fun,
yeah.
having that person to say, oh my gosh, I did a 30-minute workout, not a 45-minute workout. Don't beat yourself up. Just
You're
keep
right.
going. You
Yeah.
do more later, or do 15 minutes of cardio when you get home. And, like
Mm.
just little suggestions or ideas that help. What we do at school is like we'll do squats, or we'll do something with all the kids, like just to get them up, get them
That's
moving, and
dope.
we'll sneak it in somehow, some
Yeah.
way in there with the kids, and they love it. They love
Yeah,
it,
I
and that's
love it.
fun.
Exactly.
We're keeping it fun. We're doing
Exactly.
fun things.
Mhm.
Um, and my kids are 18 and over, so we have, the TikTok,
Right, right.
they all have phones, they all have TikTok,
Right.
and we make videos. They never get posted, but we make videos, and
Ah,
that's
damn.
one way to like engage and move around and get them moving, and a little bit of exercise in their day too. So we go for walks around the track. We just fit it in however we can. And so even though like work out at the gym, they'll go walking around the track, they'll go, just different things throughout the day to help, get it in.
Mm, I love that. I love that. Uh, that you've said so much that is just golden in terms of, or crucial in terms of staying on the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I think that's what everybody struggles with. It's the consistency. It's the staying on the journey. It's easy to start something, but well,
Yeah.
actually, it can be hard to start something, but
Yeah.
it's even harder to stay on the journey. It's even harder to
That's the hard
continue.
part.
Yeah, when you're down and out, or when you're on vacation and you feel like you're messed up for 4 weeks. It's like, man, you feel like you just don't want to even go back. It's like, why even try? Or you're you go through a relationship or breakup. You go through a death in the family. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that I've interviewed,
Yeah.
and they go through things. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's
Yeah.
hard.
Were you gonna say
No,
something?
it's hard. No, it's hard. There was when we lost our dad,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
that was at a point where I was on a weight loss journey during that
Mm,
time.
wow.
And right after he left, I didn't care. I didn't care about anything. Nothing mattered. I, started gaining weight. I didn't care. I gave up. I just
Mm,
completely gave up everything I worked so hard for. I
mm,
just lost it all. Like nothing mattered. So your mindset can really, really get you in a funk. That's why it's so important to develop that good mindset of, this is what I do. This is something I get to do. It's not something I have to do.
mm,
So you really have to train your mind to learn that. And then, no matter what kind of adversity comes your way, you're able to handle it better. You're able to look at it from a different perspective. Like, yes, I'm hurting. Yes, I'm sad. Yes, I'm upset about this breakup. Or yes, I'm upset that, I lost somebody that I truly love, but I'm not going to handle it the way I did in the past. I've learned and I've grown from that. And this is how I'm going to deal with it now.
straight facts.
So,
Straight facts. Straight facts. I'm glad I touched on that, and I'm glad you brought that into it. Thank you for sharing that sensitive moment in your life, because I know you were telling me that you and your dad were super close. So
mhm.
there's a lot of people I've interviewed who've kind of gone through the same. The last female that I interviewed, she had lost 3 kids. 3 of
Oh,
her kids
wow.
died. You know what I'm saying? One died from trying to help somebody drown, save somebody from drowning.
Mm.
One overdose. She shares all this in the interview, but you know, she was telling me just how that just like, you know, she gained everything back and some, I think she said, you know, and so it just really, like you said, goes to show the importance of the mindset, the importance of
Mhm.
accountability, and I would even say
Mhm.
faith. You know what I'm saying? With
Mm.
me, it's Christ, and I know with you, it's Christ
Yeah.
as well. Like, you know, it's having that faith, that rock that you can stand on when life throws heck at you. Like it's like, you know, it can throw some really crazy stuff. And
Yeah.
you know, even cancer, people being diagnosed with certain things. I've talked to a few people who've been diagnosed with just horrific things. Um,
Yeah.
and so it's finding those elements or holding on to those elements that'll help sustain you throughout that process. You're exactly
Right.
right. You're exactly right. So with that said, what can people expect from you going forth? I know right now you kind of post, you post a consistent amount actually every day, but you always post content that's pretty similar in regards to the like your, you know, challenges, things like that that you may have. You also do some funny
Mhm.
dog. She do some funny TikToks, y'all. She's been doing that a lot more, but but what else could people I guess expect from you going forth that they want to follow Rita?
Well, after I'm done with this challenge, I'm not going to start another challenge, but I am going to still document my gym workouts and what I
Mm.
eat. And I want to start posting more meal preps, more
Oh wow. Mm.
I have a couple of those, but I don't feel like I do that enough.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
want to do more meal preps to help people, and not just keto. It could be other healthy foods, other healthy, ways of eating, making better choices or selections in the grocery store. That's what
yeah,
I want to do and move forward. Moving forward, that's what I want to do. Is just help people like that. I'm not I don't, I didn't go to school for it. I
yeah.
don't know any of
Mhm.
that. I just, research and
Yeah.
see,
Mhm.
and this is also like stuff that's healthy and clean, like
Mm.
clean eating,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. So pretty much showing people what you eat and showing people how you probably go to the store and select certain foods.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Mm-hmm.
that is dope. Um my I just got an alert saying that my connection was a bit unstable. Can you still hear me?
I can see. Yeah,
Okay. Just
I
want to
can hear you.
Okay. Okay, that's dope. That's absolutely dope. If this was your last day, if this was your last day and people were scrolling on Rita's TikTok, you know, you're getting ready to, I don't know, maybe you're withdrawing from social media or, you know, to some extent, it's your last day on earth. And people were scrolling on your TikTok and people were coming across your content. What legacy would you want to leave behind, or what would you want people to get ultimately from your content?
Um, just basically that, hopefully I helped some people along the way. Um, and that I was consistent, in my journey, and that, I showed up for myself every single day because, because everybody matters, and posting, my Bible quotes, hopefully they would know that, I love God. I seek a relationship with him daily.
Mm.
Um, and that every single day is just a gift, every single day.
Wow. Wow. No, I love that. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I would stand behind that 110%. That is dope. Thank you so much for sharing that. And for people that want to find you and want to reach out to you, like you said earlier, they may want to DM you. They're like, man, I love her story. I love her vibe. You know, they just maybe want to just talk to you and just ask a few questions or whatnot. Where can they find you in terms of platforms? So YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, anything like that. And then which platform are you on the most to where they can DM you and actually reach out?
They can find me on TikTok, and if it's serious and they want, like accountability, then I'll give out my IG. But
Mm,
for now, DM on TikTok, and then if we connect and they can find me on IG, I'll give them my IG.
gotcha. But TikTok is mainly where you're at, right?
But TikTok is where I post all my content, workout, everything like that. My IG is just a little easier to use when it's messaging back and forth.
Right.
But they can find me on TikTok, and then if we connect on there, and then they need motivation or they want, to learn more about my journey, and if it helps them along their way, they can reach me there.
Awesome. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Well, y'all heard it from the lady herself, man. You can reach her on TikTok, man. But Rita, it has been a pleasure. What you've shared has been amazing. Your story, your journey, you are the hero of your story, but you've today shared that journey and then allow people who will watch this to be able to not only partake in the journey, but then also get something from it. You dropped so many golden gems and so many diamonds you dropped here that I can't wait to go and edit this video and pick out. And I just really want to thank you and appreciate you taking out the time to truly open up and give your side of this, your story, your fitness journey. So with that said, I want to thank you so much for this. And is there anything else that you would want to close out with? Anything that you probably want to leave people with before you go?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you, especially for helping me along my journey. I know we've kind of helped each other and to get going, but you have also been a blessing, and just listening and understanding, like, where my journey began and where I'm going with it, and just being that supporting person. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You ain't gotta thank me. You already know, man. But hey, it's just natural. It's a natural thing. Meeting someone like you, someone that's so nice and sweet. It's just natural. You can't help but give love and support back. So again, man, I thank y'all too, man. If y'all stayed this long for the video, man, I truly appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for your time. Thank you so much for listening in, and I hope that you get something out of it as well, man. That you become inspired to start your fitness journey. And if you are on your fitness journey, then to continue, or if maybe you fell off, to get back up and to keep going. Rita did it. She's doing it. So take her as an example. Take me as an example. Again, like, subscribe to the channel, man. Comment below, like the video, share it. Please share with someone else that may need to hear her story. Rita has an amazing story here, man. So how could you not share this? Share this with family, friends, whoever. Also, make sure you hit the link in my description below and join my email list. Again, you can know more about me as well as as an affiliate marketer. I promote fitness products, so products that can help you level up your fitness as well, that could possibly help you. But with that said, I want to thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have an amazing day. And until next time, peace.